So old girl's been doing her homework, y'all. She found out some new things in regards to like some mainstream labels, not levels. We're about to get into it, but first, intro. Yo, what's good, fan band? It's your boy Jason JV saying welcome to another review vidya. Yes. I did give this a once over. And real quick, guys, before we get into this video, something that I've noticed, and I just want to clear up something. I did repost one of my old songs. The song is called Straight Out the West Coast. That song is a decade old. Be advised, the song is a decade old, and it was originally made by not just yours truly, but also my cousin, who was rapping at the time. He's no longer rapping. You know what I mean? He's, living the domestic life. You know what I'm saying? That's the life he chooses to live, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? More power to him. You know what I mean? All the love and respect to my cousin. I'm saying all this because I've noticed that ever since I dropped that song, a lot of people are unsubbing from the channel. Now maybe your boy's tripping. Maybe this has something to do with the YouTube auditing system. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there was a lot of bots that subbed to my account and YouTube is weeding them out. You know what I'm saying? That could be a possibility. Also, though, there could be a possibility that because of the timing of this release,
you blew it.
Because I can see, yes, this drop is very ill-timed. But like I said, this is an old song. It's a decade old. This is coming from the mindset of guys that were 10 years younger and 10 years dumber. Now, the whole reason I re-dropped that song is not because of the lyrical content. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all in the past. I'll say it again now. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have a problem with police. I've never have. And I'm Hispanic. I'm just saying. Yes, I have run into some a-hole police officers. Hey, they do exist.
Yeah.
I have also ran into officers, though, that were very cool and have worked with your boy. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, yes, there are some good ones. There are some bad ones. And the fact that my cousin said that he needs a card in order to smoke medical marijuana. You know what I'm saying? So mother F the police. Newsflash, guys. Smoking weed without a medical card has been legal since, I want to say, since 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. So for like the past 5 to 6 years. So don't get it twisted, y'all. So yeah, if you really listen to it, I mean, you could tell it's an outdated song. You know what I mean? So again, it's not the lyrical content that made me want to re-upload this song. No, you guys know for some of you who may not know, I mix and master my own music. You know what I'm saying? I engineer my own stuff after I record everything. And of course, I know other artists in the community that know some things that I didn't know that just taught me some things. You know what I mean? I'm not going to name names because I don't want them to feel like they're a part of this. So please don't take what I'm about to say the wrong way, bro. But someone just taught me recently how to split up stems. Not only like vocals from instrumentals, but also instrumental stems, like your bass lines, your drum patterns, and of course the melody in the beat. I just learned how to split that up so I can better mix my music. So what I'm doing is I'm going through all of my old catalog and I'm practicing on those to better mix my music. You know what I'm saying? So that was why I re-uploaded that song. That is, even though it's an old song, and yes, it's got some, outdated content in it. It's one of my favorite songs because you gotta understand, my cousin and I, we grew up listening to that West Coast music. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we are when it comes to the music thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's one of my favorite songs that I did with my cousin. You know what I mean? And even then, some of the lyrics that he said, I didn't always agree with, but that was my cousin's views at the time. You know what I'm saying? So even though I may not agree with it, I still respect it. That's his views. That's his opinion. That's where he stands with, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? 10 years later, who knows? He might have a different mindset. To be fair, I haven't spoken with him in months. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, he's been busy. He's got a life, so he's been busy and everything. And I just been kind of, giving him his space, respecting his space. So who knows? May have a different mindset now. Obviously, I have. You know what I'm saying? I'm 10 years older. I'm 10 years wiser. I could probably say the same thing for my cousin. 10 years older, 10 years wiser. Anyway, enough about all that. I just want to get that cleared up in case anyone got the wrong idea. I don't want, like I said, I don't like giving people the wrong impression. I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea. So, but anyway, washing my hands of all that, let's move on. We are now following up on Jessie B's mission, her investigating the happenings when it comes to certain artists and labels taking advantage of the YouTube algorithms and getting their artists promoted and using them as the gatekeepers to keep real artists with real talent, you know what I'm saying, underground.
Not okay!
Let's go ahead and get into this video from Jessie B, simply called "I'm Just Warnering You." So, without further ado, like the here, go.
Here we go. You ready? Get ready, because I'm about to piss I want to go ahead and get your popcorn because what I'm about to drop is gonna blow your fucking mind. This is bigger than I ever thought we were gonna get into this shit.
That's what she said.
And this isn't, I haven't even really uncovered any drama here. I just want you guys to see the numbers in which I'm talking about. This is just the stepping stone of like, okay, there's a lot to look into here. Because what I'm looking at, the math ain't fucking mathin'.
How much does the earth cost?
Mainstream music, it is more than just the music. It's video games, movies, TV shows, fucking electronics. So today we're gonna talk labels. Please fasten your seatbelts, keep your limbs within the ride, and hold the fuck on. So for the past couple days, I've been doing a little bit more research into my mainstream investigation, and I stumbled upon a couple of things. I started with just looking at different labels. How many labels are there? Who owns all of them? I wanted to see the most.
Yeah, and this is the whole point of this video, that and why I wanted to get into this one, because apparently there is one company that owns a bunch of these labels. I don't know about the video games, the movies, and all this other stuff that she's talking about. Although I do find it very, very fascinating, so don't get it twisted. But yeah, wait till you see who owns several of these labels and whatnot.
Popular ones too. Had a pack of dip. I started with a website. I'm gonna go ahead and link it. I might show a screen recording of it just so you can get a visual of what this website looks like. This has been updated as of 2023. I also had the links to each of those websites. I went through this list. There are hundreds and hundreds and thousands of yada yada. There's a bunch of record labels. And I wanted to figure out like who is in charge of all these record labels. And I started to stumble upon this. This here is a list of record labels that I have taken the liberty of writing down that are all owned by one parent company in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if it's complete ownership or...
So, given the size of the screen that I have her on, I don't know if you guys can see, but on the top of the paper she's holding in her left hand, it says Sony Records. And below Sony Records is a list of all these different labels that they own.
If it's because they have some sort of percentage in stocks or whatever it might be, but they all have some sort of sister company and are in some way, shape, or form tied to Sony Entertainment.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic is fantastic.
So not to drive attention away from her findings, but I find it very interesting that there's actually a country cover for Barbie Girl.
You serious?
I mean, bruh. But anyway.
Undress me everywhere.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Not a stupid fucking idiot.
Sony is much bigger than music, right? Sony has an...
So not only does Sony have their hands in all these various cookie jars that are the record labels, man, they got their hand in everything.
That's what she said.
They make, of course, stereo equipment, any and all audio equipment they make, whether it's for like I said, home stereos, car stereos, or recording equipment or whatever. And then of course they make they also make physical media, you know what I mean, like movies, music, and whatnot. Video games, video game consoles, PlayStation.
Involvement not only in music and labels, they have involvement in movies, they have involvement in video games, they have involvement in electronics.
Yep.
So automatically, that's really fucking big information. But let's start to unpack all of this. Now noted, the information I'm about to unpack for you is not fake news, okay? They make it very easy to find this shit, which is why I'm blown away that more people aren't looking into this. Sony Records, according to this website and according to all their websites, it will show their sister companies and all the logos and all of this. I'm going to list all of these and I'm going to speed through it because it's going to take a lot of time to read through all of these. Sony owns all of these record labels in some way, shape, or form. Here we go. Epic Records, Columbia, RCA, Universal Music, Interscope Records, Atlantic Records, Legacy Records, Republic Records, Sony Music Entertainment, Latin, Warner Music.
Warner Nashville.
I should've known better.
Oh shit.
What? What the fuck?
Columbia, RCA, Universal Music, Interscope Records, Atlantic Records, Legacy Records, Republic Records, Sony Music Entertainment, Latin, Warner Music.
Warner Nashville.
I should've known better.
This just ain't right.
Remember that boy? He's now a product of Sony.
You serious?
Oh shit. Epic Records, BMG, which is Berlin, Germany. Island Records UK. Polydor Records, Big Beat Records, AWOL, Astral Records, EXO Records, Sony Music Entertainment, Mexico, Warner Music, France, Universal Music, Spain, Electro Music, Ultra Records, Alamo Records, Loma Vista Records, Big Machine Label Group, Music, Warner Music, Mexico, Warner Music, Spain, RCA Inspiration, The Valerie Music Co., Aftermath Entertainment, Sony Music Entertainment, Argentina, Monster Cat, Mercury, Nashville, Capital.
Oh yeah, they own Aftermath too. In case y'all missed that one.
CMG, which is a Christian music group. Roadrunner Records, Sire Records, Fiction Records, None Such Records, Sony Music Entertainment Nashville, MCA Records, Universal Music Group Germany, Sony Music Entertainment Spain, Warner Records UK, Warner Music Canada, Sony Music Entertainment Australia, EMI Records Nashville, Air Force One Records, Warner Music Germany, Warner Music Denmark, Verve Records.
Air Force One Records. Who has Air Force One Records? That's not Nelly's record label, is it? And the reason I say that because I know he had a song with Saint Lunatics called Air Force Ones. And going back to the Aftermath, yeah, they also own Shady Records, and Eminem just signed who to his label?
Freeze, give it up, please. That's enough, breathe. Little bit of sleeves.
I'm just saying.
Records, Harvest Records, Warner Music Brazil, Capitol Records UK, Blue Note Records, T-Boy Records, Warner Music Norway, Warner Music Australia, Sony Music Entertainment Belgium, Arado Records, Universal Group Canada, Universal Music Group Finland, FM, EMI Music Australia, Sony Music Entertainment New Zealand, Motown, Gospel, and Cash Money Records.
Cash Money Records.
Those are just the companies that explicitly said on their website that they were affiliated with Sony Records. You know how? Because a lot of these companies are either owned by Warner or they're owned by Universal. Who owns Warner, Universal, or RCA? Fucking Sony. So that's a lot of business. I picked one record label. I wanted to investigate. I picked one. And the one that I decided to use was Universal. Now, Universal, not only do they have theme parks, okay, they also have music labels, and they also have fucking movies and productions and all this other stuff. So this is a lot of fucking money. So I went into Universal Records, and this...
Although, you can't knock Sony for that. I mean, you can't knock the hustle, man. I mean, it is what it is. But Sony is raking in the big bank.
This is a list of artists that are on just the face of the first page of the website. I'm going to show you the first page. This is the head of the website, okay? You see this little slideshow of artists? This is where I got this information from. These are just on the front page, the artists that are signed to this label or have some sort of affiliation with this label. Ready? Let's go down the list one more time. We're going to speed this up. BTS, Lil Baby, Amy Winehouse, Aerosmith, Juice WRLD, Queen, Demi Lovato, Olivia Rodrigo, Louis Capaldi, Justin Bieber, Chris Stapleton, Bob Marley, J. Cole, Stevie Wonder, Glass Animals, The Weeknd, Post Malone, The Beatles.
She referenced Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura. Let's go.
Eric Church, Rihanna, The Beach Boys, Eminem, Nicki Minaj, Carrie Underwood, Bon Jovi, Ice Spice, Billie Eilish, DJ Khaled, Shania Twain, Sting, Imagine Dragons, Bee Gees, Taylor Swift, Drake, Selena Gomez, Frank Sinatra, Sam Smith, Machine Gun Kelly, Marvin Gaye, Kendrick Lamar, Lana Del Rey, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry, Elton John, Maroon 5, Shawn Mendes, Lady Gaga.
She just named both Eminem and MGK under this ownership of Universal. So the whole Eminem MGK thing, staged. It was staged.
John Legend, Nirvana, ABBA, Luke Bryan, Rolling Stones. That is one label. One. Out of the list of about 60-something labels that I just mentioned that are all owned by the same people.
You can now add Easy Mill to that list because he signed with Shady and Aftermath. I believe Shady Aftermath if not just Shady Records.
So then I was like, oh my god, that's a lot of names, and those are just the faces that are on the main page of the website. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, oh god, all right, how much money are you talking about? So what did I do? I looked up the net worth of Sony Productions, and what I got, and this is from Google, I'm gonna show you right here. About $9 billion.
That just makes no fucking sense.
You're telling me that this company has some sort of ownership or some sort of sister company with all these labels and all of these artists from one, and that's it? I mean, $9 billion is a lot, but that's it?
That shit don't even make no fucking sense.
So then I decided to look at the net worth of all of these artists. And I'm not going to list the names again. I'm just going to go down the list of how much money we're talking about for each artist. This is in order in the way I just listed it before. 150 million, 8 million, 30 million, 530 million, 4 million, 200 million, 40 million, 8 million, 10 million, 310 million, 25 million, 30 million, 60 million, 200 million, 300 million, 45 million, 2.75 billion. Damn! 14 million, 1.4 billion, 100 million, 250 million, 100 million, 140 million, 410 million, 4 million, 53 million, 75 million, 400 million, 300 million, 40 million, 140 million, 740 million, 250 million, 95 million, 700 million, 45 million, 25 million, 90 million, 30 million, 240 million, 330 million, 550 million, 45 million, 40 million, 320 million, 100 million, 450 million, 900 million, 160 million, and then 1.5 billion. Wow. Wow. That's a lot to unpack.
Man, she broke it down.
This is one record label.
Mm-hmm.
This is Universal Records. This is one record label. That's the... Now, noted, keep in mind, this is the net worth of the artists as individuals and or as a band. You also have to take into consideration, this isn't just the money that they're making from music. This is their net worth in totality. So all the companies that they might own, all of the assets that they have, their own sub-companies, whatever they dabble in, whatever they make money off of, this is the collective of that individual or the band's net worth. The Beatles alone makes up for about $2.75 billion.
Damn!
And as we all may very well know, they're making a fraction of what these big labels are actually making. So you can imagine all this money, who's getting the biggest cut. Then from that, this is the rest of all these labels. And they're all owned by one parent company. And as we all know, Sony owns way more than music. The math ain't mathin'. That's all that I wanted to say. And that's all I'm gonna unpack tonight.
Bruh. Some very fascinating findings that old girl had dug up. You know what I'm saying? Man, so you can only imagine how much money each worker or anybody that's associated with Sony is making. Shit, bruh. Anyway, all right, y'all. Yeah, very fascinating video. And yeah, I'm shocked of all these things that Sony is in ownership of, man. I mean, I know that for a fact. Like I said earlier, I know that they make all kinds of things from like audio based equipment. You know what I mean? And I know, yes, they are, heavily invested into the music game. I didn't think they were that invested into the music game. I mean, in the music game alone, talking about the music industry with these labels and these artists, I mean, they're raking in billions of dollars of that alone. Now, imagine on top of that, what they're raking in for, like I said, their audio and electronic products, and like their movies and their video games. Damn. I mean, like I said though, I ain't want to knock the hustle. It is what it is at the end of the day. They're a very lucrative company at the end of the day. I mean, bruh. So it's no wonder that they're able to afford to push whatever artist that they want to push. You know what I mean? And that means they also have the power to, destroy whatever artist they want to destroy as well. You know what I mean? when you got that much money, you got that much power. I mean, who knows what that does to your head? All right, y'all. So I'm gonna leave it with that. You know what I mean? A little something for y'all to marinate on. And yeah, y'all know the deal. Y'all want to support Jesse B? I'll have the link for this video in the description down below. So you guys want to watch without my commentary, more than welcome to do so. Go support Jesse B. And I am gonna check out her most recent music video. I think it's called Something Different. I do want to check that out. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. That will be coming up in a bit. And yeah. And again, for those of you who may not know about Straight Out the West Coast, yes, that song is a decade old. So yeah. Never mind the lyrical content. Although I know it's kind of hard to do so. Only reason that song was reposted was because I wanted to see what I can do as far as like production. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see if I can breathe new life into that song, and that's the only reason why I did that. But anyway, enough about all that, y'all. Your boys gotta get on the next video. So yeah, till then, y'all know the deal. Y'all feeling the vibes. Y'all know how to support this channel. Do all the YouTube things. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Till next one, y'all have a blessed one. All right, peace.
Jason JV on YouTube.
What's up with you, Jason? JV.
What up, Jason? JV.
Just sending love, peace, and blessings to you.
Jason, you are my homeboy, my guy. Don't call me guy, pal. Don't call me buddy, pal.
Much love to you, JV. Chris Calico. Cali, baby. Oh.
What's up, JV? My name is Jimmy Battles. One half of the next dude on the street. Who said what's up to you? Keep your motherfucking head up. I don't know why you sad. If you sad, you sad. If you happy, don't be too happy. Don't be expecting shit. It's like your curves all the time. So you ready to be on the swerve. So subscribe, tap the little bell, turn on the notifications, and if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it, yeah!